My infant, a sizable threshold has been crossed for you. The season of patient expectation has interested in a close. Every quiet electricity you confirmed, each unstated self-belief, and every tear that fell when you felt alone, I witnessed it all. Not one moment of your adventure escaped my word. Your each heartfelt whisper, your each war for breath, and the private inquiries of your spirit reached my ears. The time I set aside for you has now come. The deep trade you have got longed for is now unfolding. Possibly you have got felt unnoticed, as if your turn would never arrive, or that my guarantees have been for anybody else but you. However, understand this, my beloved infant. You have got usually been present in my consciousness. Even when silence surrounded you, I used to be diligently at work getting ready your manner, guiding events, softening hearts, clearing limitations, and arranging all matters for your precise. By no means confuse my stillness with indifference. For my deep love for you is steadfast, complete, and real. Every moment you waded suit into a bigger cause, a plan previously unseen, but now beginning to spread earlier than your very eyes. I send them to you due to the fact the sacred dimension is set to have interaction along with your life in a way beyond the everyday. This is no normal conversation. It brings know-how, a fresh spirit within, calm in your inner self, motive to your adventure, and a renewed ardor for your being. What's now rising for you is a vivid display of my power. It'll no longer be not unusual nor easy to grasp, but it is going to be positive, precise, and incredible. When it takes place, you will know that I by myself made it so, for no different pressure possesses such capability. Pay attention me now, my loved one, and allow not anything distract your thoughts. This second is sacred. I've positioned my very being into those utterances. For I apprehend the actual volume of what you require. What I am revealing to you holds such efficiency that it may entirely remodel your gift circumstances. It can loosen the ties which have bound you for a long term. It can bring ease to pains you may not even experience within you. It could release your mind from the concerns which have followed you. And it is able to clear pathways that problems attempted to block permanently. However, you ought to live with me. Continue to wait. Do no longer pull away or don't forget this unimportant. Every word I utter right here is chosen with divine cause. No longer to amuse, but to exchange who you are at your center. This is greater than just verbal exchange. It's miles a holy meeting. I am speaking immediately to you, my loved. And if you truly select to concentrate, you will see what seems not possible begin to provide manner earlier than you. Do no longer underestimate this gift time. Do no longer consider you could place it off. This conversation isn't always simply critical. It's miles blessed, mainly meant for you. Even in case you can't specific it now, maintain it competently within your spirit. The assurances I gave you're now on the verge of coming to pass. The signs and symptoms are already seen. In that very on the spot, the spiritual realm becomes on hand to you. What has been assured will arrive with electricity, and everything that when seemed beyond reach will start to take shape. My statements are authentic, and my words in no way show fake. Stay with me. This can be your maximum vital chance to witness what you have expected spread in brilliance. And recall this, my toddler, you are in no way by yourself. I've constantly walked alongside you, and now I carry a deep providing dispatched straight from my holy presence. Live with me. Some time longer, for what I'm approximately to reveal isn't always brief. It's miles eternal. I sense a strong prompting to speak this to you nowadays, for it echoes inside my spirit as a wonderful and effective indication. You aren't present right here with the aid of accident, nor by easy luck. I have led you to this precise point with sacred motive to provide you a treasured ownership set aside just for you. Earlier than you got here into being, I knew you completely. I added you forth with my own touch. I determined your development even whilst you did now not experience my closeness. At every point of your life, I've remained close. Even throughout moments you perceived my absence. Each passing second, every step you took, each selection, every error, each success has been seen via my caring eyes. Due to the fact my love for you endures for all time. A love now not dependent on what you do or do now not do. My affection for you is in your very self. For you mirror my photo. You got here forth from my hand. And you were given life with a distinct motive. I recognize you extra deeply than you understand yourself. I realize the best range of strands upon your head. I know your softest mind, even the ones you have kept unstated. I understand how your heart reacts while fear seems, whilst joy fills you when doubt overtakes you, and when you stand strong in belief. I have watched your quiet efforts, the ones for which nobody gave praise. I mentioned your moments of uncertainty as you looked for distinct course. And that I sense the deepest longings you cherish, the ones you fear to reveal, lest others diminish their importance. And out of the titanic affection I keep for you this day, I have determined to furnish you a present beyond the same old. No longer due to any human worth, but through my divine grace. Now not due to the fact you have deserved it, but due to the fact my coronary heart is complete of kindness for you. I request handiest one aspect from you. Unveil your private self. Do now not hold your inner doors shut any more. Allow me are available like a smooth breeze. Allow me to restore what's broken. Allow me to quiet what's. Allow me to light up what has been concealed in shadow. My presence brings no condemnation. It brings renewal and does now not arrive to reduce you but to boost you up. This imparting I amplify is heavenly. It does no longer come from this world. It isn't always crafted by using human skill. It comes directly from my seed of strength. Permit this actuality clearly settle on your heart. My baby, take a quiet moment. Draw a deep breath. Recollect the direction that introduced you to this actual point. Can you recall the struggles, the instances your remedy faltered, the moments you thought of giving up? The periods of deep confusion while know-how become a ways off. But you held firm to what you believed. You observed your manner, guided with the aid of an internal understanding. Even when the street in advance turned into uncertain, you endured ahead. Even when your power felt completely long gone, you saved your trust. Even if everything around you observed hopelessness. Now examine yourself. You've got continued. You did no longer simply enhance, however you also matured. You evolved a deep inner power. You emerged as an extra-perceptive, brave expression of who you're with more insight into your very own spirit and my presence within you. Your spirit holds firm. Your heart refused to yield. Your existence chose to thrive even inside the maximum hard, unwelcoming occasions. By no means underestimate the significance of your adventure. What awaits you, my treasured baby, is more than simply an quit in your struggles. It's miles a sacred praise for containing steadfast to my steering. Consequently, attend together with your innermost being, now not merely via listening to, however together with your complete spirit. I speak to you gently, but with incredible weight, for I realize this is your appointed time. That is the season to look the hardships you confronted transform into brilliance. The possibility to rise with sparkling strength. The duration to accept what has been specially prepared for you because the beginning of time. I saw you even when your present form become now not yet visible. When you were however a notion inside eternity, and even then my love for you changed into entire. Every part of your adventure, my loved baby, has spread out with planned intention. Now not a unmarried detail has escaped my notice. Neither your missteps nor your triumphs, neither your instances of sorrow nor your instances of pleasure. All were crucial to a grander layout that slowly exhibits itself inside your lifestyles. The instances you felt shattered were not stumbling blocks, however holy points wherein I was forming your private self, making you prepared for a motive a lot grander than you definitely knew. I used to be gift while your spirit quietly yearned for insight. Even whilst you did now not understand, I used to be arranging activities beyond your sight. I opened paths you did not realize have been closed. I guided away individuals no longer intended to maintain with you. I brought endings to chapters to your protection, although it prompted you ache. Then, this changed into now not punishment. It became love. It became now not abandonment. It changed into steering. The entirety you've got long gone through has served a cause. Even the one's occurrences you saw as entire losses. For within my domain, not anything is ever without worth. Every assembly, every low point, every excessive point, each quiet immediate, every promise that seemed delayed, each direction that closed, all were elements of the course leading to this specific second where I am pouring a fresh abundance of style upon your existence. This is no regular instant. It is the disclosing of what I've been quietly arranging for you over a big stretch of time. I am geared up to set off within you hidden items, to reawaken the understanding obscured by means of disappointment, to repair the tenderness that complication had hardened, and to rekindle the ardor that uncertainty had suppressed. I am respiration lifestyles into the remnants you believed extinguished, and you will witness the flames surge a brand new, now not by means of human energy, but by means of divine might. No one comprehends your adventure as I do. No person virtually grasps the burden you have silently carried. Even you do no longer absolutely perceive the depth of your persistence. But I recognize for this reason I've sent assist from the heavens. I'm able to not let you continue to be unchanged. I'm bringing your spirit into harmony with my motive. And as soon as that concord is settled, not anything can stand in its manner. That's rightfully yours via my promise will come into your possession, now not via human attempt, however via my perfect success. This profound unfolding, my cherished, relies upon no longer for your inherent worth, nor does it rely on your perfection. I do not wait so one can be in reality accurate before giving my favor. I'm the only who makes holy. I'm the only who mends. I'm the one who clears a direction via barrenness and brings forth sustenance in dry places. My strength is not restricted by way of your weaknesses. Certainly, it's far inside your frailties that my energy will become fully clean. What once regarded out of attain is now turning into available to you, not through human doing, but due to the fact I've chosen to step into your behalf. I have seen your steady accept as true with even if expertise turned into absent. I have witnessed your willingness even if no visible final result seemed. And now, at this very moment, I extend my hand to show that each one you devoted and consider shall return to you substantially improved. The abundance coming your way will encompass no longer simplest the seen, but additionally the spiritual. You may see reconciliations as soon as notion impossible, own family bonds renewed, possibilities appearing without your striving, and maximum profoundly a pleasure the world cannot draw close. For it flows immediately from my being. Not anything you have got long gone through, my loved one, was without cause. Each step of your journey has held its personal cause. Now I'm collecting the scattered pieces, refining them, and transforming them into something astounding. What brought on you ache before will now communicate of my paintings. What changed into a period of improvement turns into a base for effect. What turned into hidden will quickly shine with brilliance. Every aspect of your life is being incorporated right into a radiant outcome. Keep advancing, now not trusting in your personal strength, but with full guarantee that I precede you, creating a path in which you believed none changed into viable. The tremendous happening isn't a long way off. It is already in movement. My phrase has set it in movement, and my will has secured it. My promises are sure, my infant. What I have spoken, I deliver to pass proper now. A sacred manner is unfolding. A deep trade past what human minds can grasp. What you perceive and what is hidden are connecting. What has been held in my invisible realm is now coming into your life with perfect association. This isn't through threat. What others call success, I recognize, is my blessing. What looks as if twist of fate, I see, as my phrase taking form. This blessing now surrounds you now not just for a second however as an abiding presence a good way to remodel who you are. You are at a considerable point, a moment of shift, a time while my direct effect is actually at work to your adventure. Limitations that seemed permanent are actually giving way. And conditions that felt caught will flow ahead with a pressure that cannot be explained with the aid of ordinary manner. This isn't always just a herbal progression, my beloved infant. It's miles my divine hand shifting. My actions spread in manners that surpass mortal comprehension. I'm guiding occurrences distinctively, revealing my energy in subtle instances, in encounters, in fresh roots appearing in your very own reflections and with each motion you are making. The secret goals of your coronary heart, the hopes you concept were lost are still known to me. No promise I made about your course has been forgotten. Every assurance I gave you stays firm. Regardless of the passing of time adjustments round you and moments of doubt you faced, I remain constant. My promises are not built on moving ground however on an unshakable basis and what I've committed I can entire. You will see possibilities seem without difficulty my loved one not due to what you have done however because the precise time I set for you has arrived. That is the period while all that has been carefully prepared in my presence will be revealed. Those new paths will no longer only lead you to clean directions, but may even bring forth relationships, readability, affirmation, assets, manner, and insights in an effort to turn every uncertainty into fact. I am bringing the whole lot into best alignment. No factor might be postponed, no detail may be absent, and no component will lack goal. You don't want to recognize each detail proper now, my infant. Simply vicinity your agree within me. There have been times while complete knowledge turned into not given. But my steering become usually there. Sure truths couldn't be found out until now due to the fact you have been not yet equipped to receive them. What is going on these days is greater than a present. It shows a deepening within you, an internal exchange that took place even if outer circumstances seem the same. My influence has been active inside your spirit. And now that inner growth turns into seen. What is true inside the unseen will powerfully show itself on your day-by-day life. Start to increase with a sparkling certainty, my loved one. Now not out of vanity, but with conviction. Not from apprehension, however with the profound awareness that I uphold your every motion along me. Individuals who as soon as unnoticed you'll now see you in a different way. No longer just for who you are, however for my essence living within you. Words you as soon as located difficult to specific will now glide with clean expertise. For I have given electricity in your voice. Selections that after introduced doubt will now be met with awesome clarity as I've placed knowledge inside your internal being. The weariness that when weighed heavily will now get replaced by means of fresh joy and strength, not from your own effort, however flowing immediately from me. Numerous individuals have sought to characterize you by using your records, your errors, your challenges, and your silent times. Yet I do not see you by way of what you have been, however by using the divine spark I have placed within you. I do not see you via your hurts, but through the everlasting layout etched upon your spirit. I do no longer assess you through your stumbles. But I commend every example you stood up once more, even if no different witnessed it. I on my own recognize the entire price of your route. And for this cause I am bestowing upon you esteem, recovery, and distinct guidance. What is about to spread isn't always for the approval of others, my toddler, but with a view to individually witness that I am the one who sustains, who lifts, who transforms. Proceed for your adventure, not because of possessing each answer, but due to the fact you're aware that your partner is completely reliable. Have no apprehension approximately what lies earlier than you as you do no longer confront it with the aid of yourself. I've long passed before you making the manner smooth, doing away with unseen obstacles and making ready the setting. The fact with the intention to quickly become clear may be so evident, so simple that no words may be had to explain it to others. It is going to be the clear signal of my presence. All this is essential for you has already been provided. The whole thing that turned into confined is currently being released. All that become hidden is now being added to mild. That is more than a fresh beginning. My loved, it's miles the fulfillment of a divine cause set in movement long in the past, now unfolding on this very second. And you may see it, for its fact is written in everlasting reality, discovered through countless affection. On this very instantaneous, my unseen realm is running in ways past your modern-day sight. But, it's far deeply linked in your life's motive. Conditions that once appeared unchangeable are now beginning to yield under my will. You are not required to manipulate each element for order to seem, my child, due to the fact by means of my declaration, all matters find their proper vicinity. I'm intervening with immediate and specific movement in topics you believed were unnoticed. I'm setting up new foundations in the unseen and freeing advantages that have been held for reasons recognized most effective to me. Positive chapters of your existence are closing, my treasured one. Not because you are retreating, but because they have got served their meant position. The give-up of these durations is not a loss, but a brand new route. It isn't always a step backward, but an advancement inside my greater layout. I am bringing certain passages to a gentle conclusion, not as punishment, however as protection. Now it's time to transport into sparkling opportunities, into a much broader angle, into relationships so that it will convey you ahead. Your environment will begin to alternate. It'll not just be what you spot externally that shifts, however your inner imaginative and prescient as properly. I am polishing your belief, increasing your consciousness, and stirring a deep insight that will assist you to see with readability. Your future responses, my toddler, will spring from clean know-how, no longer from worry. Now not will your choices be pushed with the aid of apprehension, however via a quiet truth that each taking place suits into my extra design, held securely within my steady care. The selections that previously precipitated you internal disco now carry a profound tranquility. For you will heed my mild nudges in place of the clamorous sound surrounding you. I'm bringing harmony wherein there was once ailment now not best on your outward lifestyles but a deep stillness that starts inside your very being. I'm mending what turned into fractured, reforming the perceptions influenced by means of hurtful reminiscences, and easing the load of beyond problems from your spirit. I do not intend with a purpose to bring what you have got already moved beyond, my liked, nor to construct your future on volatile ground. I bring all things into newness. And this encompasses your self-perception, your estimation of your personal fee, and your proper include of yourself in alignment with the truth I've embedded within you. Your coming steps will not rely on your own strength, my loved one, but on your willingness to accept as true within me. For the energy so that it will deliver you forward comes now not from inside your personal spirit, however from mine. I'm giving you fresh insights, new ideas, renewed inventiveness, and spiritual clarity to recognize when to enhance, whilst to pause, and while to talk. You'll end to behave on unexpected urges, however will answer with perception from your private core. That which formerly ruled you'll no longer possess its former sway. The emotional ties which have restrained you are gently loosening, and you will begin to understand a freedom that does not depend on outward activities. I'm organizing your stance upon strong footing. Where uncertainty once dwelled, there will now be stability. In locations you once skilled disorientation, you may now get hold of awesome steerage. This happens no longer out of your own endeavors to trade, but because my presence has been main you through what remained unseen. And the deep work I've performed within you is extra tremendous than you currently perceive. Every experience, even the most hard ones, even the ones you did now not recognize, has been a part of my overarching plan. Nothing has been without cause. The whole thing has been given new importance. What others did not be aware, I observed. What others forged apart, I preserved. That which seemed minor and inconsequential when held with the aid of me, transforms into the bedrock for something hugely greater full size. In the days in advance, you'll start to understand symptoms. They may not be grand or dramatic, but they'll be diffused and clean confirmations that verify what has already been settled in eternity. That unexpected quietness, that feeling of constant assurance, that unexpected threat that looks, that genuine communique, that solution that comes without being sought. Those will all serve as proof which you are moving in the intended manner. You may proceed with the warranty that you are aligned with the divine harmony, surrounded by using my purpose. The distractions that after led you off track will lose their preserve on you. What used to easily affect you may now not possess electricity. You do not stand within the equal position, my liked, nor are you the identical character you as soon as had been. The internal change has already started to end up evident, and it's going to now not conclude at this point. I'm with you at each unmarried step. There is no need to rush, no want to compete. Virtually stay aligned with what I've already initiated. For that which has been sparked will no longer be prevented, and that which has been assured will simply unfold. Have fun, my child. This is the instant you've been looking ahead to. Your steadfastness, your silent reliance, and the tears you launched inside the quiet midnights when you felt unseen were no longer without cause. I've witnessed every second. I've heard every plea, every sigh, each notion you sent heavenward in search of answers. And now the appointed time has arrived. The wonder you have been looking forward to is here. It is no mere chance which you are encountering these words now. It's far no coincidence that your gaze has settled upon this message. You once thought you were unseen, my treasured one, that your season would never arrive, that my pledges had been supposed for others and not in your very own course. However, I desire with a purpose to realize this very day that you aren't and never were omitted. You in no way have been. Even if things regarded silent, I was at paintings. I used to be cautiously arranging the unseen elements of your future, clearing your course, straightening the winding roads, influencing hearts, putting off barriers, and aligning the whole thing for your desire. Do no longer mistake my stillness for a loss of situation, my beloved, because my affection for you has always been unwavering, ideal, and consistent. Each instant belonged to an extra cause, even in case you couldn't discern it on the time. Yet now it's far becoming seen before your sight. I transmit this because the divine realm is on the verge of interacting together with your existence in a deeply enormous manner. This message will provide knowledge, renewal, serenity in your thoughts, that means for your internal self, and a reawakened ardor for your being. My infant, pause for just a second. Kindly offer me only some moments of your inner self and attend, for this communiqué is just too important to miss. I am no longer speaking to all and sundry at this immediate. I'm speak me to you. Do not flip your coronary heart away. Should you certainly attend to me at this second, each thing of your life has the capability to alternate. Continue with me, my loved one, for these coming moments are holy, and they include the solution you have been desiring. My infant, comprehend this reality. Need to you go away at this on the spot, you can enjoy sorrow, now not because of any retribution from me, however because you will pass the want I've made geared up for you at this specific on the spot. You've prayed for steerage. You have whispered inside the darkness, and at this moment I am addressing you with directness. Do not forget about me, for the truths you're quickly to welcome maintain the way to open pathways that have remained closed for your lifestyles for a prolonged time. They carry consolation for the hurts you concept would by no means mend. My child, these words deliver consolation in which you experience worn and readability wherein darkness has settled. This second is vital, my beloved one. At the same time as I often communicate gently, there are instances once I want you to in reality listen me. This is one of these time. Do no longer brush aside it as regular. Do no longer inform yourself you can attend to it later. Whispers would possibly suggest this second is random or not supposed for you. But realize this, my infant. This message is on your very center. I added those truths to you, understanding your internal self became prepared. Remember those gentle promptings you felt interior, my infant. Those have been not simply your own thoughts. That is no twist of fate. I could not live silent, my cherished one, for I see the burdens that weigh you down. The sleepless nights spent in shadow. The secret tears no one else notices. I see the weariness for your very being. The way you attempt to seem sturdy at the same time as you sense yourself breaking. Now I ask for a brief second of your cognizance and you'll recognize you're honestly seen. To shy away from that is to miss the best I have already prepared for you. I communicate no longer of things a ways off, however of what's occurring proper now. As you receive these truths, my spirit is active. As they sink into your coronary heart, restraints are easing. This precise on the spot marks a pivotal shift, a sacred convergence of your past and your future. So I plead with you, do no longer appearance away. Do no longer shut your heart. Do no longer allow whatever distract you from what I am giving you at this particular moment. My cherished toddler, you have thought yourself unworthy of my care. You have felt your errors too many, your sorrows too heavy, your past too dim. Yet listen to this fact. Nothing you have finished has changed my profound love for you. No desire of yours has driven me remote. I live right here, speak me your call, accomplishing out on your deepest self. I witness the struggles that continue to be hidden from all others. I am aware of the rapid thoughts on your mind, the anxieties that keep you, and the uncertainties that murmur when quietness settles. Nevertheless, I come to you no longer with anger, however with gentleness, now not to locate fault, but to repair you completely. No longer to listing your failings, however, to guarantee you which you are mine. Do not see this as just another message, my child. That is my very own voice talking directly to you. Now I flip to the unrest inner you. I attain into your pain. I communicate peace over your heart. You do no longer must bring this weight anymore. You don't need to hold pretending the whole lot is excellent whilst you are hurting deep down. Provide it to me, my liked one, for my power is sufficient to keep it all. This is why I let you know really, stay with me for only a little at the same time as. For in those moments, I am bringing comfort, assurance, and release for your internal self. Need to you leave, you may overlook the best solution you have been looking for. You have longed for an undeniable signal, and right here it is. You've got wished for readability, and this gives it. You have searched for a clean begin and this starts off evolved it. My valuable infant, permit those words sink deep inner you. You aren't hidden. You are not deserted. You are not forgotten. You're treasured. You're recognized. And I am with you. I set aside this exact time before the earth turned into made. Long earlier than you knew the problems you will face. Lengthy earlier than you spoke your first quiet request, I had already shaped this very immediately to attain you right where you stand. That is how intentional my love for you is. That is the depth of my care. Do now not permit fear push you away, my child. Do now not allow uncertainty to persuade you that these phrases are not intended for you. My spirit is talking with you proper now, confirming within your coronary heart that those phrases bring existence, that they hold energy, that they may be definitely for you. This isn't always a performance. This is not a organized talk. These are my truest mind laid bare for you. And need to you welcome it, need to you open your entire being, I can attain extra in these short moments than you can ever conceive in lots of years of your personal striving. I'm calling you now. Prevent, my valuable one. Provide me your interest for those moments and I'm able to give you a calm that surpasses all information. I'm able to bring consolation on your weary soul. I'm able to supply a joy that no situation can lessen. This is my promise. That is my heartfelt name. My cherished one, breathe deeply and understand the weight of what's happening now. I have entered your day with unique reason. I've calmed your intentions, your diversions, and your moved quickly reflections. For this is a sacred immediately. This is not by using danger. This isn't a mistake. This is not just success. You probably did no longer definitely stumble upon those phrases. I led you right here. I made prepared this genuine second before something existed. And I made positive it arrived so nothing should prevent you from hearing my voice nowadays. You could have believed you actually discovered this conversation. However, I guarantee you, this message has been seeking you. My spirit showed you the manner right here. My love drew you near. And my hand guided each element so those truths might attain you precisely as your. This is unique from every other message you have got met, my toddler. This one holds an eternal exceptional. It consists of my real mark. You won't be able to say why you felt you needed to prevent here. Why a quiet nudge whispered, stay, pay attention. This is unique. That tender idea came from me. That mild tug in your heart. That second of quiet you felt. It turned into my spirit impressing upon you the information that I am talking to you in my view. You probably did not arrive here through coincidence, nor simplest from a desire to look around. I known as you. I prolonged into your day and set this earlier than you, for I understood the ideal moment your spirit might be most organized to embrace my truths. Are you able to not feel it? How do you already know this is my voice intended only for you? Inside the midst of all the noise round you, I'm creating a clean route. Settling your spirit and filling this very 2D with my nearness. I want you to recognize without any doubt that I am here with you and I've important matters to tell you. My precious toddler, I know you on occasion wonder if I without a doubt see your direction. You may ask in case your quiet prayers attain me, if your hidden sadness is understood. Permit me inform you plainly, I've continually been close to. From the very begin of your existence, my attention has been on you, consistent and genuine. Even when you felt completely by using yourself, I was there. When you thought no person diagnosed your genuine value, I noticed it evidently. Whilst uncertainty made you question your personal importance, I confirmed your really worth in ways you cannot completely hold close. You belong to me, selected and held expensive. This is why I needed to reach out to you these days. I delivered you to this exact spot because I understood the particular burdens you deliver right now. I knew the mind that troubled you, the inner battles of your spirit. I used to be aware about the silence around you and the deep goals of your heart that nobody else ought to experience. I couldn't stay quiet while you carried this with the aid of yourself. This particular moment isn't through risk. It's far my doing. I created this pause in your day for a reason. You are hearing those phrases because my deep care will no longer let you fall into depression. My watchful eye will now not permit you to disappear from my sight. My plan on your life will now not allow it to be lived in shadow when I've supposed it for light. My child, I preference a good way to comprehend the load of my utterances. There is no twist of fate in my world. Each come across is functional. Each second has which means. Even the quiet times you wondered, the routes you thought had been flawed, the doors that closed and precipitated you misery, every of those played a role in guiding you to this very area, to this genuine moment. None of that is unintentional. None of this is regular. I realize you once in a while feel too small, too imperfect, too unworthy for me to note the info of your lifestyles. However, I promise you, I omit not anything. Each unmarried hair for your head is known to me. Every breath you take is accounted for with the aid of my hand. The rhythm of your coronary heart shows my cause for you. Do you recognize? I'm deeply dedicated to you. I am no longer a miles-off being, remote and uncaring. I am your leader, your helper, your guardian, your friend. So I emphasize once more, you probably did no longer arrive here by way of threat. I guided you to this vicinity to assure you that I've no longer departed from your aspect. I've now not neglected you. I am nonetheless maintaining you up. Every twist in your journey has introduced you to this moment. Every silent plea has prepared you for this. Every length of stillness has organized you to attend to my voice at this immediately. Listen carefully, my beloved one. Whilst others walked away, I remained. Whilst others paid you no mind, I watched. Whilst others spoke harshly, I protected you with gentleness. I could not allow you to stay aglide in the world's noise. I appointed this moment, imbued it with my essence, and taken you close to. For I desired you to recognize which you are held in my reminiscence. You're remembered by using my divine heart. And are you privy to the profound importance of this? For the want I'm making equipped for you presently demands your whole focus. I couldn't permit you to neglect it. You sought route and this is my reply. You looked for a demonstration and that is my token. You longed for my nearness and that is my presence reaching your spirit. So pay heed. This is no hazard incidence. This is no random event. This is not mere fortune. That is my voice summoning you, guiding your actions, setting my truths earlier than you so your spirit may additionally stir and your expectation can be refreshed. I led you right here and I will now not allow this time skip without satisfying its reason. Remain via my aspect, my precious one, for the reality I'm getting ready to reveal will alter all. I need you to concentrate very carefully now due to the fact I'm going to talk to the very elements of you which you attempt to hide. The deep hurts inside you which you seldom proportion with all of us. I study the nights you lie unsleeping, staring into the dimness, not able to quiet the storm for your mind, wondering if morning would deliver any remedy. I witness how you begin every day, bearing weights that no other character discerns. And I claim to you in this moment, each tear has been discovered, each plea has been attended to, and no component has lacked meaning. You've got moved through struggles that could have damaged others. You have carried pain that few actually apprehend. Yet here your respiration, status, continuing even while you felt you couldn't take one greater step. I wish on the way to apprehend, my loved baby, that your steadfastness has served a motive. Not anything you have got gone via is without motive. Every issue has been shaping you. Each sorrow has been making you prepared, and each solitary evening has been bringing you closer to my presence. You concept you faced difficulty with the aid of yourself. However, I used to be right there with you through every moment. I held you up while others have been long past. I spoke peace into your worrying thoughts. I protected your spirit while melancholy attempted to take over. I take no delight in your struggling. My spirit sensed your struggling through every deprivation, each letdown, each act of disloyalty. However, I allowed these studies now not to weigh down you, but to make you equipped. You have got exceeded through hard times, so your religion might shine greater brightly. Your inner self can also grow more potent and your life's which means may seem with greater power than you ever imagined. What felt like being deserted changed into no longer. It changed into a manner of creating you more potent. Remember the instances you thought you had reached your limit. The nights you wondered if you may go on. But you are nonetheless here. You remain. And that confirms my presence by no means left you. On every occasion you felt you will collapse beneath your sorrow, I was the only assisting you. In every immediate you believed your internal self could shatter irrevocably, I used to be the one accumulating the pieces. Each time you taken into consideration giving up, it changed into my mild prompting that entreated you to preserve going for another day. Your presence in this moment is because of my unwavering assist. My steady love introduced you into existence and keeps your every breath, my loved one. I understand well the times your belief turned into damaged, my infant. The moments you prolonged your heart only to find sadness. I saw whilst those you held dear selected to withdraw, as though your very presence held no that means. However, my cherished one, those thoughts are not the fact. Your really worth isn't measured by way of the sight of people who disregarded it. Folks who departed did not reduce who you're. They simply confirmed their direction diverged from yours. I by no means left your side. I in no way abandoned you. I never turned my interest away. And I know how you have got felt unseen at times, as if no person perceived the load for your spirit or the day-by-day war to transport ahead. But I assure you presently, my gaze has always been upon you. Whilst others became away, I remained present. While others withheld their kindness, my care surrounded you. When you felt alone, I drew nearer nonetheless. You've got in no way been neglected through me. You're ever in my attention, ever loved in my affection, ever guarded by means of my presence. You cannot completely draw close it yet, my toddler, however every project you've met has been shaping you, making you more potent, clearer in judgment, and deeper in empathy. I've been fortifying you, now not to interrupt you, however for the direction I've set before you. You're being organized for moments past your gift comprehension. Do not forget. The one's evenings when you known as to me, supposing I was now not listening? My ears were open to every whisper. I held every tear, valued every request, and answered in approaches you had been not yet ready to understand. Occasionally my solution become to strengthen your spirit in place of put off the trial. Every now and then my solution changed into to provide you peace within the hurricane. I used to be continually energetic, constantly defensive, usually main, even whilst you couldn't experience it. My treasured child, I need you to grasp this fact. No moment of your sorrow has been without cause. You concept your harm turned into handiest shattering you, but I used to be solidifying you inside it. You felt your problems have been only protecting you returned, however I was using them to equip you to your destiny. You have got questioned, why did you allow such difficulty? Why did you no longer keep all damage from me? Listen me now. I guarded you from greater than you could recognize. There had been assaults aimed toward you that by no means landed due to the fact I stood in their way. There were risks you by no means perceived because I stepped in.